Today is a very warm day in Florida, so we're going to be making something fun. We're going to make watermelon salad. So first thing we're going to do, let's get you so you can see what's going on down here. We took our watermelon, cut it in half. We cut off the rinds. That was okay for the composting pile. And we sliced up some big chunks of the pink watermelon, put them in the fridge to eat different. Then we're taking a little bit of the pink and most of the white. We're trying to get the, see the little green part? We want to cut the green skin part off, but we want to keep as much of the white as possible. And now we're going to add some additional goodies to it. And I suppose I could have sat here and sliced up watermelon for you, but I'm assuming you know how to chop up a watermelon. So the next thing we're going to do is add some other deals to our salad. So we're going to be adding some cucumber. We don't want the end pieces. And this comes together fairly quickly. And then we're going to cover it and put it in the fridge and let it marinate for a while so the flavors all blend in real well. So let's put some cucumber in there. Tucking our fingers in. This is kind of something we're making do with what we have at the fridge right now. So, a very common watermelon salad would include a lot of olive oil, a lot of feta cheese. But we're not going to use feta cheese. We're going to use our ricotta cheese that we make out of seamoss and almonds. Don't really have any basil, but I do have some parsley. And let's see, what else could you put in there? Pretty much anything. You put in some cilantro if you were doing cilantro. I'm trying to avoid cilantro right now because I'm trying to detox heavy metals. And that's a chelator that I can't seem to track its half-life. And I don't want it dropping mercury throughout my system. I found that when I tried to add the cilantro into my diet, it was dropping mercury and I was feeling awful and foggy-headed and exhausted and couldn't maintain memories. So I'm trying to skip the cilantro right now, but if you don't have a problem with cilantro, that would be a fun one to add in. Fresh basil's obviously one to add in. What else would I add in? I don't know. Something like that. I don't think anything powerful like rosemary or anything would be good. So anyway, these light ones. So we're going to put in some parsley. And all I'm doing right now is taking away, oh, you know what else would be good is mint. Maybe we'll go grab some mint from the garden. Mint and watermelon is a very yummy combination. And because I'm trying to chelate some extra mercury out of my system, I'm trying to put a little bit of protein in with every meal. So we're going to actually add in our seamoss minerals and almond, which will have, and the other thing we're going to add in to get some extra aminos in there is a little bit of sprouted lentils. Okay, so here we've got our fresh parsley in there. And we're going to add some sprouted lentils. Yeah, these are fairly full, huh? Let's see if we can get them out of this container a little bit. They're just coming to life everywhere. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Yum. I love to keep these lids on because I can fresh water them in the morning and then drain them and let them sit at an angle, and it prevents them from getting too soggy. Okay, then I'm going to add, about a quarter of a red onion. Kind of depends. The onion is the best if you slice it almost so thin you can see through it. So I say slow down and slice your onion as thin as you can. Now half of the fun is getting the slice of onion, so we don't want to chop it. We want to leave it like in little shreds. So I have a tendency to do mine in either thirds or quarters in these little half moons. See? Does that look yummy? Probably should have put on some lights for you, huh? Okay. And this was that cheese we made. We love this cheese. It's really just nothing but, at this point, it has nothing but almonds and seamoss. And we put it inside a container. Pull the lining off. And there we have it, a nice, beautiful molded seamoss. So I'm going to take a nice, great big chunk of this. And see how nice it slices? Look at this. This is nice slices of cheese. So we're going to make some nice cubes of this. The seamoss is what's giving it that firm texture. And the peeled almonds is what's giving it the white coloring. So we're going to take some of this. We're not putting feta, which would be a very salty and tangy cheese. I think we could use a little bit more cheese than that, huh? Look at this. Isn't this a beautiful slice of cheese? You could do all sorts of things with that cheese. And we do. So we're going to put it inside this salad. And cubing it up in little bites. And now we're going to make a dressing. So for dressing, we are going to start with some lime. Let's move our onion out of our way for us here. Save that for another day. So let's start with maybe, these are small limes because these are key limes. So they're a little bit sweeter, and I save this part after I juice them. I actually save this part for my teas and my herbal infusions. So see, that doesn't seem like enough lime juice to me. So we're going to get a little bit more lime juice in there. And I'm telling you, doing this with fresh limes as opposed to jarred lime juice makes a lot of difference. Now, this is where we want to add a little bit of pepper. And now we're not using feta cheese, which would be very salty. And I don't put much salt inside my cheese. But if you like the saltiness of the cheese, you could definitely add salt inside. I'm going to actually just do 2 little squishes of salt and a little bit more black pepper. Now, if you are someone who is no oiling it, you could most definitely no oil it right here. I'm going to put in a little bit of dried organic Italian herbs. And then I'm putting in just one single drop of oregano oil. I love oregano oil. We're going to use some dulce flakes. This is really more of a, oh, this one's brand new. Let's try, oh, the other one's empty. Okay, I'm going to open up a brand new bottle for you here, guys. Yeah. So I'm putting in some dulce flakes. That's going to give us more minerals, and it's going to give us that saltiness. Now, if you were someone who is not using any oil at all, you could just add a little bit of water, swish it around. We're not actually using no oil this week, so we're going to go ahead and put some oil on here. I'm going to use a little bit of cold-pressed organic non-GMO olive oil. And I want to kick it up a notch with just a tad of heat. So I'm just going to put a couple of drops of hot chili oil in there. You could whisk this in a bowl if you wanted to. You could actually emulsify it inside the bullet. All it really needs to do is get the oils and the waters mixed in. Now we have a beautiful dressing. We're just going to pour our dressing over here. And like I said, mint is a wonderful addition to this. I might go out in the garden and grab some mint. But for right now, let's let you see what it's going to look like and taste like. And now we're just going to let this marinate for a little while in the fridge till we go to eat. And it's going to be a wonderful light salad with some tanginess of the onions and the cheese. Ooh, run away. Now, if you didn't have a very sweet watermelon, I have seen people add sweetness to their dressing. It could be a date, it could be a squirt of honey. This watermelon was very juicy, very sweet. So, we're not seeking that right now. And there you have it, going in the fridge for dinner in just a little while.